inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make.
Hey everyone, can you guys hear me okay? I don't even know if you can hear me at all. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, since I'm muted, I gotta go on this one.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. Okay, now we're working. Now we're grooving. How's everybody doing today? I'm so sorry that I'm so late. As you guys know, I have to go to an appointment and I wanted to do this live with you guys. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, awesome. You guys can hear me. Okay, now I can put my seatbelt on and all that stuff because I'm not going to be looking at the chat at all. I'm just going to be listening into the trial with you guys. So I'm on my way to the doctor. What I'm going to do is take my laptop in with me and just have you guys streaming as I'm like going. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry if I didn't tell everybody, good morning, but by name, but thank you guys all for being here. If you don't mind, will you take a second and hit the like button? Also, I know that it says unfiltered with Tanya. I accidentally went under the wrong account. So I don't even know how I'm streaming from that, but we'll figure that out later. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the, the stuff too bad. So, but I am going to go ahead. I think that I don't even think that they're on yet. So let me actually stop and make sure we're grooving here. Okay, we got everything up. So there we go. All right, awesome. They just put me down here actually. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing really, really well. Yeah, it's on my titanium built channel, but I went under somehow my computer, this laptop I was still signed in under unfiltered, so that's why it says unfiltered. I'm not even going to change it because I don't, I can't. Now I wonder if I can do my maps while I'm streaming because I kind of need them. Oops, okay. Let's see. Oh, actually, let me plug this computer in since I'm at the stoplight. Don't turn on me. Okay, so if you guys are not aware, we are watching the Brian Walsh trial today. He is going on trial for the murder of his wife, Anna Walsh, back in 2023. She went missing the day after New Year's. They had a dinner with a friend and they, he left, no more Anna. So they did find a rug with her DNA on it with blood, and they also found um, a knife or a hacksaw, and they also found some other things, just evidence. But the thing that I think is going to really seal the deal, that's already enough, right, to seal the deal. But I really think that when it comes down to those Google searches, he did so many, and he did it on his child's iPad. So you can't blame your child for that. I mean, those searches are crazy, right? So, um, I don't know what I'm saying, sorry. But no, so the Google searches I think are going to do him in. I really do. I really, really do. But I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for being in the chat. I do appreciate it so much. Hopefully some more people will come in because it's a little slow. And I am doing like the mostest when it comes to this case right now, going to my doctor's appointment and still streaming. But I said I would never stream, but it's on my computer and I'm not even looking at it because that's on my blind side. So I can't look at it. And plus, I'm under my phone too. So if I need to, I could always, you know, do something. Okay, going to, there we go. 54 minutes. I got to be there by 10:10. And I'm going to be there at 9:54. Look at me go. Look at me go. There's a lot of red lights though, so um, but yeah, don't forget to like the video, please, guys. I do appreciate that. I didn't put the membership link in the chat, but if you want to join our channel membership, I would love to have you guys join. I really need to get some new members, more members, not new members, more members. I love my members I've got now. Most of the members that I have now have been with me for a very long time, and I appreciate that so much. Like, shout out to you guys. You guys are like the MVP right now because you guys keep my channel going. Um, as you guys know, we don't really make too much from, you know, um, from the videos itself. Did I not put this on the right output? Let me make sure. Okay, output. There we go. All right, let me make sure that we're doing okay. Is it playing? They're like moving around, but they're not. Like, my like MacBook isn't even working for the sound. Let me know if you guys can hear anything, because I want to make sure I have it on the right output. I'll have to pull over, but I'm pretty sure it is. You can hear the sound? Okay. Then I'm going to pause myself and listen on my phone. You guys can hear people talking? Because I can't hear nobody. Okay, I didn't think you guys could. I don't think it started yet. Because I've been over here like trying to like look to see if I could hear anything, and I couldn't hear anything on any other station. So they're probably usually it takes like a few minutes. They usually say they're going to start at like 9, and then they'll start at like 9, 15 or so. I guess it gives them time to get in there and get the judge in there and stuff like that. And then of course the lawyers talk before court to see if they need anything, or if something hasn't been filed, or if they want to try to introduce new evidence before trial and they just now figured it out, like they just now got it, let's say they just got it yesterday, some breaking news or something, they'll go back in the chambers with the judge to see if it's going to be allowed to be brought in, and then they'll go out in the courtroom and then they'll talk about it out there in front of everybody. That way it's on record. It's usually on record in the judge's chambers as well, if that's where they're at. But then, the judge comes out, he reads what's going on. I really wouldn't be surprised if Brian Walsh pled guilty today. But then again, I feel like he's kind of a narcissist in a way. Like, he thinks that he's going to get away with this maybe because he pled, down to the other 2 charges. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm ready for court to start though. Like my volume won't even turn up on my MacBook. It's being really weird today. Like I'm using my old MacBook. See, they should be almost like having noise now. There, he just came in. I just looked over to see. Let me know when you guys can hear it, or if I'm going to try to go on another station just to see. Because sometimes you have to like change the output or whatever. No, nothing yet. You might hear my map in a second. Here we go. Here we go. All righty.
Your Honor, in the matter of the Commonwealth versus Brian Walsh, Norfolk Superior Court Criminal Indictment Number 2023-0091. The matter is called for trial. Defendants present in court with his attorney Larry Tipton and Kelly Porges. Commonwealth is represented by ADA Greg Connor, Ann Yaz, and Tracy Cusick. Counsel, starting with the Commonwealth, kindly identify yourselves for the court and the record.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good morning, Your Honor. Greg Connor for the Commonwealth.
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ann Yaz for the Commonwealth.
Morning, Your Honor. Tracy Cusick for the Commonwealth.
Morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kelly Porges on behalf of Mr. Brian Walsh.
Morning, Your Honor. Larry Tipton for Mr. Walsh.
Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. Let me start by a few things that I had on my radar for this morning, and then a few things that you put on my radar last night. Wrapping up our statistics with regard to our impanelments, I just want to put on the record, on the last day of jury impanelment, we saw 45 jurors. 30 of those answered yes to question 5, 2 were seated. 1 person answered yes to question 8, 0 people were seated. And I think if my math is accurate, and I'm sure one of you will correct me if I'm not, at the end of the impanelment, the Commonwealth exercised 4 peremptories, the defense exercised 8 peremptories. There are a few motions that have been circulating in the last few hours, and I want to first address with the parties.
I knew it. I knew it. Just said that.
It doesn't have a paper number, but has a title of defendant's motion in limine to exclude the evidence of the hole in the ceiling at the Walsh residence and the remainder of that, to which the Commonwealth opposed. Do either party wish to be heard on that in oral argument?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, with respect to the ceiling, I rest on the papers. However, with the Richard Walker email, through an investigation, nothing ties this email ruse to Mr. Walsh. We have indicated that we have no intention on crossing on this, on making this an issue in the case. So it really is just a red herring that could be potentially inflammatory. It has no relevance. As the court knows, he pled to misleading, and this is not consciousness of guilt. This doesn't go to malice because nothing is tied to him. So I don't think it should be submitted to the jury.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the email was being put in to show the thoroughness of the investigation. The police
They got him
received it
on
as one of
camera
many
dumping the
tips,
shit.
and they actually asked the defendant about the name in one of the interviews. And so that is why the Commonwealth was seeking to enter the email, so it would show why the police were asking about this particular name.
Defense's motion is denied. The evidence will be admitted. It is relevant to the issues, even with regard to the issue of Richard Walker. The Commonwealth gets to prove its case and prove that it was thorough. In its case, I'll permit it in my discretion. There's another motion that you raised by email to Madam Clerk yesterday or last night. With regard to the emails of Mr. Fasto. And I asked this morning, Madam Clerk, to ask you, what paper are you talking about? Because I know it was a long break, but I don't remember reviewing Mr. Fasto's emails since the time I reviewed them in connection with the grand jury. And that was in connection with the summer motions that we had. I got back and, oh, it's paper number 200. It's not paper number 200. Paper number 200 has to do with defendant's own text messages. So as a preliminary matter, we can handle it down the line unless somebody feels that they are going to have a problem with that in terms of your opening statements. You know what I mean? All right. So is there a problem with that, not resolving that for the Commonwealth?
I was going to reference a image that was sent to Mr. Fastow in my opening.
Is that the photo of Anna Walsh and her son?
Yes. And the basis for that, Your Honor, is that Mr. Mutlu acknowledges in an interview that it was sent to Mr. Fastow that evening. And so That was where the good faith basis was to mention it. So I was intending to mention it. Also, the defendant acknowledged a text of that photo in one of the interviews.
All right. Is there a problem with that aspect of it?
So Mr. Mutlu saying that someone told him that this photo was sent is hearsay.
No, Mr.
However-
Mutlu sent the photo to Mr.
No, what they're saying is that Anna Walsh sent the photo to Mr. Fasto in this series of text exchanges. So it's contained in the text messages that we're objecting to.
All right. What paper number is it?
Your Honor, this was the government's motion in limb to admit text messages.
That's
So
of the defendant. That's a different issue entirely.
I don't know, Your Honor. They had moved to admit text messages. I don't know the paper number. It's just the.
It's the defendant's text messages that they moved to admit.
No, there were text messages. There's also, maybe it's the nature of the relationship. Is it that one you're thinking of, Ms. Houston?
Somebody give me a paper number so I can get on the same page with you.
Your Honor, it's paper 200 is the Commonwealth's motion to admit text messages. The last paragraph deals with Mr. Fastow and the victim's text messages.
To which I wrote in my effort to be ever transparent. This is going back to motion in limine number 13, paper number 197. That's not the one.
Your Honor, I believe I have it as paper number 199, which is Commonwealth's motion to eliminate 13.
Here's what I'm going to suggest. The Commonwealth, I assume, intends to offer, or this testimony would be offered through Mr. Fastow. When is he testifying?
This week, Your Honor, I think maybe Thursday.
All right, then we deal with it later on down the line. And,
That
all
my own.
right,
Yes, Your Honor.
now, the other motion that was filed, same question. And that has to do with the Commonwealth's motion to eliminate to exclude the defendant from making any reference of his plea of guilty to the disinterment and to the lying to the police. Is that impacted by anyone's, is that going to, not ruling on that, is that going to impact anyone's opening?
It will not affect the Commonwealth's opening. We're looking to avoid it.
It will not.
It will not?
It will not for opening, no.
All right, so I just want to be as transparent and as clear as I can be on the record. So I have not ruled on that, which means failing to rule it at this point, which I'm happy to rule on it. I don't think the law is going to get any clearer because there is no law on this. But that means that's going to put limitations on the defense in terms of what you can open on, right?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
All right, I just want to make sure that we're all speaking the same language.
Judge, just so there's no surprise, there is a statement in my opening that said he lied to police. That doesn't trigger this issue.
He can say that. He can.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
Well, to the extent that you need to hear it out of my mouth, he can say that. He can say, I misled the police. He can say I lied to the police. All right. Are there any more preliminary matters? We have 16 jurors in the House. My intention with regard to them is to inquire of them first thing now, after I greet them, and ensure myself by asking them the 3 questions that I go through. It's actually 4 in this case because I added the social media, no social media, no news media. I'll presume for the sake of argument right now that all of them are going to have been obedient to that. If they aren't, of course, we'll deal with it and we'll address it. And we'll go from there. If we get We still have 16 in the box. We'll swear them in. And then we'll be off and running. Any questions about that?
No.
Come up.
Your Honor, no question about that. There are some housekeeping matters. Counsel wished to have 4 witnesses recognized. I have them here. And in addition, we had a series of stipulations that we wanted to present to the court.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. And forgive me because I was focusing on the Richard Walker email. I didn't hear your judgment on the hole in the ceiling.
On the what?
The hole in the ceiling.
The entirety of that motion is denied.
Okay. So with that, I could have the officers that counsel wishes to recognize be brought in, and we could have them recognized right now.
Yep.
I'd like to bring up one issue.
Before this?
Doesn't matter, just, I'll wait till they're recognized and I'll bring it up.
All right, good morning, everyone. Just identify yourself for the record. Good morning. Good morning. So you're all in here because the defense wants you to be recognized, which means that you're under court order. You need to make yourself available for this trial whenever you're told, and the lawyers will be back in contact with you when you are actually needed as the case goes along. Come back. All right, thank you very much.
Your Honor, I'm handing up to the clerk 3